Hello, is this the love of my life? Yeah, I wanted to talk to you because I don't think this is working out, but I also might be falling madly in love with you. And honestly, there's only one real way to settle this. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna place you on speakerphone for a brief moment. It's our time up now. Whoa, whoa. Well, it's our time up now. I might love you, I might hate you. Well, it's our time up now. Whoa, whoa. Well, is our time up now? So what'd you think? Hello? Hello? All right, welcome to Taste Take. If you're new here, today we're talking about episodes 8, 9, and 10 of Too Hot to Handle, Season 6. And I'm gonna be talking about them like you've seen them too. If that's something you're into, hit that subscribe button for your boy. For my regular taste takers, this is what it sounds like when Joao cries. Boom! Episode 8. This one's called Sealed with a Kiss. You guys know where we left off, where Damari is still waiting to find out about Bree's date with Jalen. She tells him, well, yeah, he did give me a massage on my neck and he tried to kiss me, but I didn't kiss him. I literally hate this show. All that fuss about telling Jalen to come a little closer was just so that she could tell him that she's not gonna kiss him. If I went on national television or like a globally streamed platform like Netflix and a woman told me to come a little closer just so she could reject me more intimately, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably check myself in to Lana's banishment quarters or just go home. That was so freaking awkward. Over to Charlie and the stupid massage that no one cares about. He's still with Catherine. We get a little flashback where he's like, no, I didn't even kiss her on that day. I was pretty much a good boy. Look at this dude's face on the hug. You can't even help this guy. Catherine's like, you didn't kiss her and you're sure there's nothing else you need to tell me? He was like, nope. It's kind of like in Mean Girls when Miss Norbury asked Katie, is there anything else you like to own up to? And Katie was like, no. And Miss Norbury's like, you never made up a rumor about someone? Just that you sold drugs? No. You guys never seen Mean Girls? Anyway, now Sabrina is telling the rest of the girls how the date went with Charlie. She's like, yeah, he seems like a little bit of a troublemaker. Then here goes Lucy. Yeah, trust me, I know all about that. And the poor girl is just begging for screen time. Anyway, Sabrina tells them about the massages and how he said not to say anything to anyone in the house. Sabrina, you're doing great. Next scene, Damari and Bree get the green light for being boring. And my boy didn't even put no tongue in that thing. Meanwhile, Charlie basically wants a green light for lying. All right, now Catherine is hanging with Valentina and Flavia. And Lord knows these two gonna snitch. Valentina's like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Charlie told you everything about that date, but it's not my place to talk about, what happened between him and Sabrina. That's between you guys. It's definitely not my place. Girl, you done said enough. Now Charlie is looking to Damari and Bree for clues on how to get a green light. He tells them, look, y'all, I think I know why I'm not getting a green light. It's because I gave Sabrina a massage on the date and I didn't tell Catherine. Even Bree was like, you idiot. Why wouldn't you tell her that? No one cares. It's a freaking massage. It's in 4th grade. Anyway, they tell him, bro, you gotta just come clean and just tell her the truth. He's like, you right, but I gotta get to her before Sabrina does. Do you think this moron gets to her before Sabrina does? Oh my gosh, these twins link up and Netflix got them wearing the same damn bikini. Catherine's like, look, girl, I need to know. Woman to woman, sister to sister, twin to twin. What happened on that date? Sabrina's like, I'm gonna tell you like this. Charlie initiated all the flirting. He's out of control. Catherine's like, did you guys kiss? And Sabrina's like, no, we didn't kiss. Also, Sabrina failed to mention that she tried to kiss him and Charlie told her no. How about a little credit for that? Okay. Catherine's like, okay, he didn't kiss, cool. Did anything else happen on the date? Sabrina's like, well, now that you mention it, he did tell me not to tell anyone in the house that we was out there massaging each other. Charlie is the biggest moron in that whole house. Like, even Catherine herself said, Why wouldn't you tell me about that? I would not care about a massage. If you gave this girl a massage and then she asked you to kiss her and you said no, you don't think you're gonna get some props for that? Catherine tells us that she's done with this crap and she'd rather be alone. Now, anyone who has a Netflix subscription knows that it would just take maybe 1 or 2 apologies before she takes him back, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Over to Valentina and Flavia, who are in the pool talking about their boobs. I should definitely be watching the news.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
Okay. Anyway, then Jalen jumps in the water with them to prove to us that black people can swim. He so eloquently describes his feelings for Flavia when he says, she's got a nice fat ass and I'm loving it. He asks them, hey, how do y'all feel about y'all relationships? Valentina's looking at him like, what relationship? Flavia tells him, well, you know, I feel like I've been playing it safe. You know, between you and me, I typically go for a F-boy. What are you even talking about? Then she tells Jalen, I'm actually having some doubts about the whole thing. And honestly, Netflix, what even is this view? I'm trying to focus here. Like, just get it off my screen. Then Jalen tells Flavia, you know, you're my number one. Valentina can't read the room. Like, literally, girls swim away. They trying to have a little moment. Let my dog cook. Okay, now we got another party to go to. And for the love of God, can they ever just wear normal clothes? I mean, I'm sure Chris's non-dressing ass is all over it, but like, they're out there dressed like desserts. Flavia the poet tells us that Joao's dressed like strawberry ice cream, which is her favorite flavor. But she also wants to lick Jalen's lollipop. Are y'all sure I shouldn't be watching? Okay. Honestly, then just watch this. I'm gonna show this quick little clip. Just Netflix relax. You'll see Jalen like, man, I'm ready to party. Flavia, me too.
I'm so ready to party.
Me too.
What even is this? Okay, highlights of the party. Basically, this whole party is to watch Catherine give Charlie the cold shoulder, which is so hard to watch, especially seeing how good they got Catherine looking in that lighting. Then Jalen sees this as an opportunity to give Flavia for a one-on-one. Joao literally watches them walk away. Jalen asks Flavia, so what's up with you and Joao? Like, give me the real scoop. She tells him, yeah, you know, I'm establishing a real connection with Joao. But I don't know if he has a bad side. Jalen says, I can show you both sides. Literally, shut up. He's trying all his best moves, and honestly, that shit might be working because it looks like she's gonna think about it. She's telling us that any girl will be lucky to have a guy like Joao, but for some reason, it's just not enough. And she wants to know what's wrong with her. And honestly, that's a great ask. But sometimes you just like who you like. Back to Charlie and Catherine at the party. He's like, I feel like an idiot. Then he tried to be funny to see if she fucking with it. And he's like, and I look like an idiot too, huh? Catherine's like, yeah, you do. Not the time, Charlie, not that time. He tells her, I wanted to talk to you earlier, but Sabrina got to you first. He's like, I lied to you and I want to regain your trust. She tells him, I don't want to be with a liar. And tonight, I want to sleep alone. Good for you, Catherine. It'll only be one night of this, but one night is more than 0 nights. So, okay, Netflix, Too Hot to Handle, Season 6, Episode 8. You finally have my attention because this next scene just a little bit interesting. We're back over to Joao, and he's talking to Flavia. He's talking about the party. He tells Flavia, I didn't expect you and Homeboy to be walking away getting a one-on-one. Homeboy? What are you talking about? Homeboy? Would you refer to Christian as Homeboy if it was him trying to get a little one-on-one with Flavia? No, because I'm just wondering why you would say Homeboy. There's got to be some reason why you would call Jalen Homeboy and not Christian. There's got to be one reason. Why would you call him that? Okay. Anyway, she tells him he has nothing to worry about. There's nothing going on between her and Jalen. They go to bed, and Joao calls her out for allegedly giving Jalen the eyes from across the room. Now, I guess Netflix kind of edited it that way, but I don't know. I didn't see what he saw. I don't think I saw that. But he was in the room where it happened. Also, Christian's been sleeping with Valentina for this long and they make a move on that thing. Next day, everyone wakes up and Catherine's pretty much just counting down the seconds until she can take Charlie back. Flavia's talking to the group. She's like, yeah, I just wonder, like, what would happen if Jalen was here from the beginning of the show? Let me just help you out real quick. Okay, cool. You would have made a quick connection with Jalen. He would have made a quick connection with you. You guys would have been breaking some rules. you guys would have hooked up. Then he would have been over you and you would have been over him. And that's how it would have ended. Saved you the time of the weak hypothetical. Okay? Then all of a sudden, out of the freaking blue, we find out that Valentina has left the show due to personal reasons. I'm sorry, excuse me? You're not gonna tell us what the personal reasons were? We're watching a show where we get to see people smooching and doing freaky stuff in the shower and rubbing nipples and just canoodling, but you can't tell me why Valentina had left the show? No, that's crazy. Do y'all have theories on why she left the show? Do you think she was too thick? What does that even mean, Chris? Why would she be too thick for the show? What are you talking about? There's no limit of thickness. That's why I gotta watch the news. Okay. Now we have the all women's workshop. This one's called Old Habits Die Hard. And again, we are back with Brendan. He asked the group right away, who here finds it easier to run away when things get tough? The whole crew raises their hand. And the whole time I'm thinking like this workshop is gonna make it very hard for Jalen to get Flavia because she's gonna be in here getting all in her feelings and realizing that Joao is the one for her. This is where Brendan had them taking them ice baths and they're all screaming and carrying on. Yeah, I've never in my life taken an ice bath and I truly hope I never do. Anywho, in the workshop, this is where we get a nice little moment from Gianna. She like finally opens up about her image issues. She was like, you know, back in the day, people who are very important in my life used to just say a lot of not nice things to me. And honestly, Gianna, it's nice to hear from you. Then Sabrina opens up, Lucy opens up, Catherine opens up. She's like, honestly, I just always feel like guys are gonna break my heart. And I think that stems from the fact that my dad walked out of my family when I was younger. Brendan is out here digging deep. Then Flavia says, oh, I get it. The ice bath represents Joao. Sorry, Jalen, it's over for you. Back at the house, Joao wants to talk to Jalen. The homie G-Dog on the fly too. Joao wants to talk to Jalen. Joao tells him, you know, I just don't understand what's happening from her point of view. Then Joao, let me ask you one thing. You don't understand her perspective, but you want to talk to Jalen? What counsel can he give you? Then the girls come back from the workshop and they're just trying to debrief it with the guys. Joao is not trying to hear any of that shit. He just wants to fight. I would also be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that Joao is dressed like the Drake Nothing Was the Same album cover. He wants to talk to Flavia one-on-one. Jalen's watching this thinking that she's about to end it all with him. This dude is so out of touch I can't even begin. Flavia tells Joao, look, like I said, you have nothing to worry about. Jalen was the new shiny toy. He distracted me for a little bit, but I know now. You're the only one for me. Joao is still pouting. Over to Catherine, who grabs Charlie to talk. I paused the show. This is exactly what I wrote in my notes. Let me guess. He's gonna say sorry. She's gonna forgive him. They're gonna get a green light. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. Boom! Episode 9. This one's called Tabri or Not Tabri. This one starts with everyone finding out that Catherine and Charlie got the stupid green light. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Joao is literally still crying. He's like, you know, it's not always easy to forgive. Joao, literally shut up. Flavia, if you don't go sit on Jalen's face right now. Back to a story I actually care about. Now it's bedtime and Sabrina is putting the wild moves on Chris. This dude will not be able to resist this. It's impossible. Yep, there it goes. We got a rule break, but let's keep it fair. It is his first one. They wake up the next day and Chris, of course, does not come clean about the smooch. Really, no one ever does. Good Lana comes and she's like, good morning, people. All you couples are going on a fancy date today, except the one who broke a rule last night. Everybody's like, what the hell? Chris finally comes clean. He's like, yeah, it was us. But it was only a little bit. Now the whole house is like, what do you mean a little bit? What's a little bit? Freaking Catherine jumps in like, oh my God, you're such a liar. I'm sorry, Catherine. I could have sworn you were out there calling out a rule break liar. But it couldn't be because there's no way that you of all people could be calling out someone lying about a rule break. So I think it could have been my Netflix acting up. So I'm gonna just call customer service and just see if they could check my settings. Anywho, as they all know well and good, that kiss cost the group $6,000. And good job to Damari because he's the only one that calls it out that this is the first time Chris has ever broke a rule. Good friend alert. Either way, the total prize fund is now down to $125,000. And speaking of Damari, he tells us that he's got something important that he wants to ask Bree. Spoiler alert, he's gonna wanna ask her to be his girlfriend. This is what I wrote just right there. But that all should work out because he can literally ask her on that cute little date that Lana sets up. Lana tells Joao and Flavia, look, y'all, I'm going to put y'all on a date a little bit later because Joao's so damn soft. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't say that, but actually I have no idea what she said. But we all know it's because they got some shit to figure out. Quick break here to check in on my favorite bromance. Damari tells Chris that he's going to ask Bree to be his girl. And you know my boy Chris is going to come through and be super supportive. He's like, good on you, mate. And you know, watching you, I'm actually feeling quite a bit away of Sabrina, ain't it? I quite like her. I don't even know if that's how he sounds, but that's how I think every British person sounds. Is that accent good? No, but I'm trying. Over to Flavia talking to Joao, are you sensitive? She's like, so babe, are you excited to go on our date later? This freaking narc, I had a moment to just call him anything off the top of the head and I came up with narc. Anyway, this freaking nerd is like, honestly, I need you to give me a little break. I need you to give me a little break. From what? Anyway, over to Damari and Bree on their cute little date. He tells her, Bree, I can't wait for you to meet my family. I think you're gonna fit right in. You know, my brother sent me on this show to find a woman just like you. And he's gonna be so impressed that I actually did. Bree hears all this and she says, yeah, you know, I don't know. Guys just be cheating on me, so I don't even know what to even say about all that. Plus, don't forget, you did kiss Valentina. Bree. Honestly, one of my biggest pet peeves in like dating and watching people date is when someone does something, guy or girl, or guy or guy, girl or girl, and you know, apologizes, and then the person forgives them without any further transgressions. That initial mistake gets brought back up. What's the point of you? Why do you say you forgave me if you're gonna bring this up every time? There's a meme where this dad talks about asking his like 5-year-old what she wants for dinner, and she says, not a burnt quesadilla, because he like overcooked it once when she was 2 years old. Like, and that's funny because she's a kid, but that's the same like idea. It's like he'll never get over that burnt quesadilla. So she's gonna let him know, whatever you make me, just don't let it be a burnt quesadilla. So Bree is basically telling him that Valentina is his burnt quesadilla. No matter how many times she says that, you know, they gonna work this out. I don't know what to tell you, Bree. Like, Valentina is literally at Costco right now. Not even in the house. What are you even doing? You knew immediately he had zero feelings for Valentina. Like, Bree, do you remember that you kissed his boy? And you could say that Chris wasn't really his boy yet, but Damari was the first person that you flirted with. And then you went and kissed Chris. And does he throw that back in your face? You talking about Valentina, who he don't even like, when he could easily say, girl, remember that time where you were smooching with my best friend on TV? Okay, quick break from Damari and Bree to check in on Charlie and Catherine, AKA Catherine. Also, if you have enough alcohol in your house, just take a shot every time she says cheeky Charlie. But I can't be held responsible for what happens at the end of that. Anyway, she's asking him, like, how do I know that that version of Charlie won't come back when this is all over? Girl, let me tell you something. This dude has never traveled to your country. This thing is over. Over to Joao, who realizes that Christian is still on this show, so he goes over to ask him for some advice. I don't even know what Christian said. I think he said he's down for whatever and shit. Bad boys too. Now, keep in mind that Lana told Chris and Sabrina that they can't go on a date because they broke a rule. Yet, here they are, one-on-one, alone, playing chess. Sounds like a date to me. Wouldn't the proper punishment be to send one of them to the banishment quarters? What even is this? You sure that wasn't bad, Lana? Anyway, he tells her, honestly, I usually give women one good day and then I'm out of there. But with you, I think I'm feeling it and I want to get to know you more. She tells him that she feels the same way and she wants to get to know him more. But I do not believe her. Back to Bree blowing mine. She lets the kiss go just long enough for Damari to ask her if she wants to be his girlfriend. She says yes. They get the green light, even though if you ask me, it's the most yellow light I ever did see. But no, she's happy to be there. She's excited to be a girlfriend. And we, as the viewers, are happy to see it. Don't even ignore what I just said. At the end of the day, we're happy to see black love. So it is to be so. Back to Catherine and Charlie, and yes, she says it again. He tells her that he wants to make this work after the show. Let me tell you right now, no he doesn't. But they get another green light. The episode ends with Joao and Flavia, and honestly, I couldn't care less about this nonsense. But that's because I didn't know that I was about to witness reality TV gold. I'm gonna read to you exactly what I wrote down in this point of the episode, and then we'll get into episode 10. 1 second. Sai, Flavia, and Joao. Who even knows what they're saying? They're obviously gonna make up, so just get on with it. OMG, he pulls his guitar out to sing that stupid ass song. Is our time up now? Can you imagine if someone is gonna stay with you or break up with you through song? Literally kill yourself. This is the worst cliffhanger in Netflix history. And you know he's staying with her. But if I'm wrong and he dumped her over a bad guitar solo, this is absolutely not the worst cliffhanger in Netflix history, but one of the greatest reality show moments. Shut up. But if I'm wrong and he dumped her over a bad guitar solo, this is absolutely not the worst cliffhanger in Netflix history, but one of the greatest reality show moments of all time. Boom, episode 10. This one is called A Prize Surprise. Okay, hurry up, we gotta get into this. So he finishes that stupid ass song that doesn't even have an answer to it. So she literally has to say, so does that mean our time is up? He says, I mean, I really do like you, but I was upset about Jalen and I can't shake this feeling. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Like, literally, wait. There's no way that he broke up with this girl with a guitar solo. These 3 episodes were so boring. This one scene makes up for all of it. I really don't know what my life would be like without seeing this scene. But believe it or not, it gets better. Like, look at these 2 idiots walking back. He's holding the guitar. If I just got dumped by some girl singing to me with a guitar, you and your guitar literally go the other way. Okay, here goes the second best part of the episode. Possibly the best part. It is up to the viewers to decide. It's also the only other good part in all 3 of these episodes. So after we get through this, I'm pretty much going to be wrapping it up. So just whatever. So she tells part of the group, like, yeah, he just broke up to me like with a guitar. And they're like, I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry, what did you say? You say he broke up with you with a song? Jalen's looking at her like, girl, I at least would have freestyled it. Okay, now listen. I know that some of y'all in the comments be writing down that you don't watch the actual show. You just come and watch my videos, which I find to be very cool. You need to see this scene right here. You need to see it. And honestly, I ran it back and just recorded my reaction. I think I'm gonna put that at the end of the video if you guys stay to the end. Just because that's how it'd be like when I watch the show. Like, I never really film my reaction while watching it live. Maybe I'll do that for another show. But this is how I reacted for me watching it, not even for the first time. Like, it still hits. This is where Joao plays the song for the group. Like, he's like just basically telling them what just happened. Like, these reactions are priceless.
Please make it stop, I don't know how. And is our time up now? You played on us and then did it off. Yeah. Damn, you a savage. Oh. Yikes.
Starting with Bree. This is no. Charlie here, of course, we all have our issues with Charlie. Charlie carries this scene like they should let him carry the freaking the flame for the British in the Olympics, because how Charlie eats in this scene. Joao finishes the song. He's looking around. He has no idea what a moron he is. He's like, y'all not fucking with that? Sadly, we have to move on from this, and the whole episode is just downhill from here, but we're gonna get through this together. The next morning, we have our last day of wake-ups. For those of you waiting to see Valentina's morning boobs, those days are over. Better rewind. What do you... Get on with it, Christopher. Anyway, Good Lana tells the group that today is the last day to prove to her that they deserve the money. Joao is now saying that the whole thing with Flavia is bittersweet, and he's having second thoughts about playing that song for her. Now you feeling bad, and here I am looking for that shit on Spotify. Even Catherine was clowning him, talking about making a song about doing the dishes. Like, honestly, Catherine, she's excellent. Terrible taste in men. Terrible. But she is excellent. Okay, now we get our last workshop and we are back with Brendan. This one is called Colors of Change. Here, they're gonna reflect on who they were and who they are now. The whole idea of this workshop is that they're all gonna speak from the heart in front of the whole group. Then they have to pick a word that describes their relationship with this whole experiment. Besides choosing a word, they also have to choose a color, which Brendan said would be very important and turned out to be the least important thing in this whole damn show. Honestly, let me just read them because whatever. It's not like that it's whack, but let me just get through this. All right, let's see. Charlie went up first. His word was awakening. Catherine, her word was authenticity, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the Catherine part was a good moment. And she is the homie, and I would implore you to not fast forward through hers. It is nice. Lucy, courage. Lucy is so damn nice, like literally just get out of here. Jalen's word is consciousness. No one knows what the fuck that means. Christian, his word is maturity. Honestly, these are just little reminders that he's still on the show. Gianna, her word is independence. She's cool with me, man. And honestly, like, let's not forget, she's like literally like a college student. So just a little young girl, but she's the only one that didn't break a rule. So like, think about it. How mature is that? Joao, no, just be serious. Joao, like, in his little moment, he apologizes for the song and he picks the word truth, which is going to be the name of his next album. Flavia's up next. She tells Joao to never break up with someone using a song. That's good advice. But she tells him that she still wants to be his friend. So her word choice is friendship. Chris is up next and his word is connection, my man. Sabrina, openness. Honestly, she's so damn bad. Damari goes up next. His word is respect, and I respect that word choice. Last but not least, we have Bree, and her word is trust, and she has none of it. That relationship with Damari will be over before this video gets posted. And again, these 3 episodes might have been boring outside of obviously our guitar solo, but I said it once and I'll say it again. These workshops are really trying to like make an impact on these people's lives, and they are changing. Like if you watch how they are in episode 10 and then rewind it to episode 1, like these people are totally different. Even Charlie, like let's be mindful of the fact that Charlie, he's an idiot, but he's literally 21. I know he might look 40, but he's 21, man. Like when you were 21, you're probably making stupid mistakes too. So like let's give a little grace and give a little shout out to Netflix for like putting these things on and trying to help these kids. Okay, enough of the sappy stuff. We're back with Lana, who's telling the group that the prize fund is still at $125,000, which is a lot of money, but I'll be remiss if I didn't mention that it was double that. Now here comes Lana with a twist. She reminds us that Lucy and Chris only had 1 rule break each and how Gianna has no rule breaks. So between the 3 of them, one of them is gonna come home with $25,000 out of the prize pot for just being the best of the best. I don't know how Gianna doesn't win this for having 0 compared to their 1-1, but let's just pretend that it's gonna be fair. The other $100,000, Lana tells us either Damari and Bree are gonna get that as a couple, or Catherine and Charlie. Literally, in what world would Damari and Bree not win this money? Lana tells them all to go to the beach for further instructions. The further instructions are that the remaining cast is gonna get to vote for the winner of the $100,000. Like, all this fake suspense, they even got Chris acting like he doesn't know who he's gonna vote for. Anyway, it's decision time, and I'll be remiss if I didn't mention that even Lana is dragging Joao for that stupid ass song. Okay, and the individual winner of $25,000 between Lucy, Gianna, and Chris. Hopefully it's Chris. It is not Chris, it's Gianna. She's like, man, $25,000 for a kiss-free retreat? That's pretty good. And I don't know if she doesn't know that we watched that show, but I wouldn't exactly call it kiss-free. And the couple that is gonna win the $100,000 is, of course, Damari and Bree. I wrote it down before she said it. They won that voting thing 7-1. Boom! And that's episodes 8, 9, and 10 of season 6 of Too Hot to Handle. Oh my God, how much longer can this show go on? It's got some things to it, but I could be watching the news. Oh, let me do my little ending thing. As always, thanks for checking out Tate's Take. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. In the comments, what did y'all think about this season? Do we want more seasons of this show? Are you guys really not watching the show and only watching my video? When you do that, for anyone who does that, does it even make sense what I be saying? Like, can you follow along? Thanks for the time, y'all. Peace. Hey. Honestly, let's just get one thing out the way. I didn't have this guitar. Like, just imagine me out there in the streets of New York City looking for a guitar. And they're like, you know, how old is the kid? What do they like? Oh, the kid, what do they like? Also, if I'm being technical, this is a ukulele. It's not even a guitar. I don't know what a ukulele is, but I'm holding it. This is things I do for y'all. This is just things for content. I just hope that you guys never have gotten broken up by a song. That's all I hope. Yeah. No, literally, I've rewinded this thing a couple times. At least 3. This is number 4. I gotta see this one more time.
Statement to you, an intimate expression of emotion. It's not like he's playing it for other people.
Please make this stop. I don't know.
That's fucking.
Is there time? You played on us. Yeah. Damn, you a savage.
Yikes. If someone broke up with me over a guitar,
I would take that and throw it in the fire.
throw it right in that fire.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Wow, that's cold as fuck. I'm honestly surprised by the retreat right now.
Oh,
the soul
fuck.
is way deeper than
Oh,
everyone is seeming to understand it.
No, it's not.
Applied to the situation.